we doing? Grandma? Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you. It's been 3 months? How? I need to come to terms with the fact that we're in March already. I mean, like, a lot of stuff has happened. It makes sense. Time exists. But, like, still. Yeah. Correct. I hope we're doing well, everyone. Did we have a good day yesterday? I've been running ragged for the past couple of days, so I'm a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. I'm a little bit of a mess who can still stream. Let's quickly click on a couple of buttons on my end so we can make things work. Ba-dum. Oh, trust with the 14. Everybody's putting me to shame today. Everybody except for Tack. Tack getting the 4 is my saving grace. Welcome in. Went driving yesterday for some hours on your L's. Not that good. I mean, but we all start a bit sketchy, right? Catcher with first, Fields with second, Generals with third. Hell yeah! Congratulations. Is that a first time first for you, Catcher? You're the worst. No, Tack, you're not the worst. We are the worst. We represent the single digits tonight, but that's okay. What do I always say? Daka, welcome in. How you doing? Literally just as we start, welcome in. How you doing? Ooh, and the natural 20 as well. Good lord. The single digit club, yeah. How'd you go? Daka, how'd you go? You were streaming Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Okay. I haven't heard of this game before, so you're going to have to walk me through a couple of things to do with it. I hope the stream was good. It's been pretty good. Better seeing a nat 20. I know. It raises everybody's... I don't know. It raises the vibe as a whole. Gonna lurk where you study? Yeah, do what you gotta do. Welcome, Field. Welcome to single digits. Murder Mystery went so amazing. Glad to hear it. Because you were saying that one of your characters is kind of like a really trendy 1920s-esque, like well-spoken type character, so you wanted to lean into it. How'd it go? Did they solve it, or has it started with a bit of a bang and there's a lot of good energy going? Hi Billy, how you doing? But yes, Tahaka, thank you for raiding in. Thank you very much for raiding in. If you have to look after yourself, post stream, food, water, sleep, rest, whatever you got to do, please, I recommend that you do it. That's to anybody who's come in with the raid, by the way. If you're going to look after yourself, no worries whatsoever. But if you want to hang out for a little bit, happy to have you. If you haven't met me before, I'm Mahali. I'm a fantasy illustrator. Lemon, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'm a fantasy illustrator, so I do portraits and landscapes and creature design, character work, that sort of thing. If that sounds interesting, you might like it here. With kids, check in like, yeah, do what you gotta do. Prince of Persia. Is it from Prince of Persia? Stream is great. It's a roguelike set in the Star Trek universe. Apparently it's an indie studio. You've liked it. That's always really cool when like the rights holder kind of trusts a smaller company to just kind of do whatever they want with the property. Sometimes it goes poorly, like in a Zelda CDI situation where you've got you end up with something a little bit cursed, but oftentimes no. You've got Cadence of Hyrule is the rhythm game based in the Zelda universe. Heckin' cool, and it would have only come about with just a little modicum of trust. It's really cool. Nice art. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is what I do. It's what I do 99% of the time. 5 days a week, I stream art. 1 day a week, I drown in the ocean playing Subnautica. Managed to get them to follow Red Herring for a bit, then almost scared one of the players to death because he improvised an Exorcist kind of scene with Lady turning her head around and breaking her neck while glitching verbally, and your mic got fricked up and echoed, which made it even more terrifying. Still getting messages yesterday. One of them woke up from a nightmare and you say your work is done. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you're not scarring your D&D players, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're clearly not doing your job at that point. That's sick though. That's awesome. Similarly yesterday, because I ran my game yesterday, had a really, really good energy, I guess. Like, I had them in a situation that made them uncomfortable, but in like a thought-provoking way. It wasn't just like, I don't know, I wasn't making like, I don't know, dolphin noises into the microphone. They're like, stop it, Riley, stop, you're making me uncomfortable. Not that kind of discomfort, but kind of like moral dilemma kind of discomfort. And they were really mulling it over and going through their options and considering everything from A through Z. And it was really compelling. It was really cool. Really cool to see. C, Dahaka is a Prince of Persia thing, but you have no idea if it's related to the name. Totally related. Back when you were a teen, you heard that it was Persian for dragon. You really latched onto that idea. That's heckin' cool. Is it actually Persian for dragon, or was that a misconception? I heard that it was Persian for dragon, so I named myself after it, but it turns out it's actually Persian for corn. So now I am corn. Send in the screenshot from the prep that, yeah, sure. It's also awesome. It was fun. It was heckin' fun because when they're really sort of mulling over their options like that, it tells me that they're invested. Not to say that they weren't invested before, but it kind of like confirms outside of their feedback that they are invested. Like through their actions they're invested, not just through feedback, which is I don't know, I find really rewarding because I struggle with verbal feedback. I struggle with like internalizing it, but when I can see them enjoying themselves, it just hits a little bit harder. Imagine naming yourself after vegetation. What an idiot. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Where were we at last time? We were pushing those cliffs into the background a little bit more, which I'm kind of happy with now. That cave is still a little bit too prominent, I feel. Specifically because... Here, I'll tell you why. The problem that I have with the cave in its current state is that it's fighting for prominence over the rock in the middle ground, because they're technically the same shape language right next to each other. That repetition draws your eye and you're like, what am I looking at? Why are these things repeating themselves? So I could do, in theory, is maybe change the shape of the cave a little bit. That could help. Could change the shape of the cave and then I could lighten it a little bit as well. Let's try that. This piece is looking so gorgeous. Thank you. Gonna make it a print. You'd love it on your wall. We'll see. I don't want to commit to saying yes because I only really want to make like the best of my best into prints, and I might royally stuff it up before it's finished. But I will say that I guess that would be an intention, yeah, is to turn this into a print once it's finished. Love the color scheme. Would be perfect in your living room. I I'm glad that I still managed to keep color in it, because I ran the risk of desaturating the entire thing, but I feel as though it's still quite vibrant, even though it's on the gloomier side of things. You prefer print D format? Print D is nuts. Literally. There it is. There it is. You have taught me well, my master. If this hilarious commissioned Victorian portrait of your husband and you and your cats. That's so cute. That's so cute. I had something similar commissioned a while ago. They never agreed to a contract. It doesn't feel like I'm disclosing anything just because we never went through with anything. So I can talk openly about it, I feel. I began conversation with somebody about doing a commission of themselves and their husband as a joint, like, Victorian vampire portrait, which was going to be heckin' cool, but then they disappeared off the face of the earth. I feel as though what happened was they had attempted to go through with the commission work, but then they were found out by the local villagers. So they needed to board themselves up in their castle estate in order to avoid the public scrutiny, you know? Will they face justice based on all of the death and chaos that they've sown throughout the entirety of Transylvania? Who's to say? But I know at the very least for now, I'm not going to be doing that portrait for them. Although vampires are long-lived, it could be the case that they approach me in like 100, 200 years from now, and they're still looking for that portrait done. So I'll keep my ear open, but my hopes aren't too high. Only lovers left alive. Yeah. If we meet up one time, can we get a Victorian era style, no smiling, unhappy marriage type painting? We could take a photo together of that ilk. Yeah. Need to play with the OBS one day during break. Just saw chat. Oh, is chat broken again? Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. Yeah. It's OBS has decided to break itself a bunch. Is what it is. Is what it is. I've given up on the idea of it looking nice. You woke up to that song. You're so welcome. You're welcome. Guten Morgen, Fraulein. Did not expect to be laughing that hard first thing in the morning. You're feeling slim tonight? Yeah, a bit squishy. Bit squishy. Hey, Dump Truck, how you doing? Good night. How late is it for you? I mean, well, I mean, that's to me. It is 8 p.m. I mean, you're not incorrect, yeah. Buenos noches, yeah. Helinichta. Your fault? Slime? Oh, you're feeling slime tonight. As in, like, you feel like you're in a slime-like state? Or you've bought, like, that really cursed, you know, those, like, children's YouTube videos where it's like, we've got kinetic sand and slime today, and then it's just them spending 10 minutes just like mushing it. Did you just get some slime and you're mushing the slime? Gonna be lurking as you get ready for work. Wish you luck today. Only have half a brain cell. Oh, good luck, bud. Good luck. Is this the new? No, because you wouldn't be awake right now. Unless it is. Billy's just lauding his power. Don't worry about it. Ah, classic. Need to clean your kid's kinetic sand. There we go. There we go. It's 1 a.m. Also more or less lurking where you draw as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask questions, but feel free to ignore because you're clearly concentrating. But what are you working on? What are you drawing? Character redesign? Hey, cool. It's the new job. You're just up early because, you know, anxiety about being late on the first day. Also not fully adjusted to day shift. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Good luck, bud. You got this. You got this. You're super duper, like, qualified and capable and, like, you're quick to adapt and all that jazz. So I reckon you got this in spades. Easy peasy. No longer looking at cells. Well, Fire's got a new gig. That she's, not to go into too much detail, but she's got a new gig, so it's at a different time of day, which means that her streams will be different, I imagine, in terms of her streaming times. Have you zero confidence? I was sincere about that. I was! How dare you? If anything, if anything, the lack of sincerity comes from a place of lack of confidence in my ability to make somebody feel better about the new job that they're going to do. Going to a stand-up comedy show tomorrow. Nice. Cool. Is it somebody that you're already familiar with, or have you just seen it advertised locally and you're just going to give it a go? Put on my liar tone. I mean... Fields, I am a bard after all. I always tune my lyre tone. Lyre, L-Y-R-E. Kaloo-kalay. Back from study. Had parent-teacher interview today. That's cool. Ah, how'd you go? Follow him in social media. He's called Double Dutch. Ah, cool. First time seeing him live? You're picking up the best and putting... Yeah, exactly. You're setting me up and I'm... Well, okay, maybe not knocking them out of the park, but I'm at least making contact with the ball. Just need to work on my compliment sandwich, but for real, thanks. Yeah, of course. For real, the stuff. Yeah, go. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Need to study more. That was your takeaway? Yeah. It's early in the year, bud. You got time. If you do need to, like, turn behavior around, whatever, blah, blah, you've got time to do it. That smoke on the water, it is. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Smoke on the water feels like the chopsticks of guitar. I don't know how to play. I don't know how to play guitar and I know how to play Smoke on the Water. Please explain. Absolutely not. Absolutely, because you know exactly. You know exactly what I mean. You don't need an explanation. Less grinding through a game, more grinding books. Yeah, that's the thing. Here's the thing, Squid. Here's the thing. It's sucky to say it, but it's true. It's sucky to say, but it's true. You can always put like your gaming like challenges and goals and stuff either on the back burner or set it as a reward for getting certain things done. Because like not to add pressure or anything, but like now would be the time to buckle down and like get a bunch of study done this year. And then you can always come back to it, right? You can always come back to this stuff. Or like if you have a round of exams and you want a bit of a break, then you've got that option available to you. I promise you that prioritizing study, you'll feel really good. You'll feel really, really, really good by the end of the year. I swear. Lower your time on gaming a bit now. Yeah. Finish the book your husband was trying to get you to read for the past decade. So good. That's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. It's like, oh, you should read this. You're like, yeah, I don't know. And then you do actually commit to it and it's amazing. Oh, the amount of times it's happened to literally me. You will not be explaining my own words. Exactly. Boom. Read Shogun. I'll say no, but then I'll read it later and be like, oh my God. Why didn't you warn me that it was such a good book? No one ever believes people who speak from experience. It's tough. It's tough. Because the thing is, I don't want to be too preachy because like you got to live your own life, right? You've got to live your own life. If you want to make mistakes and learn from them, like go about it, do it that way. But there's, I don't know, there's this urge where it's like, I didn't study enough when I was in schooling and I regret not having studied more. So do I share that piece of information or do I just sit on it? What do I do? It's the cycle, yeah. Knows you very well. You're obsessed with philosophy and existential debates, and the book has it all. Plus a hot man. Oh, that would do it. Yeah. Give me, give me Plato as monologued by, I don't know, Johnny Bravo. Everyone thinks they're different. For sure, but that's the thing is like, I think it's important to come to that conclusion yourself, because you can't just live your life off of advice. You can't do it. Like you're not internalizing why things work the way that they do at that point. You're just kind of going off of, I don't know, little hints in the game. I suppose that's what I would equate it to, is like a video game where you're going past the little hint tabs over and over and over again, and you can just take them all as gospel, but you're not going to really get good at the game unless you just try stuff, you know? Trying to do more reversal. Sorry, my bad. Ixnay on the, who's that? Yeah. My bad. Sorry. Wish he had just gotten it done and not bad executive dysfunction. Yeah. Such a bad book, you'd hate it? I mean, you say that. Speaking of gaming, you have to grind for something, so streamers in the background. Oh no. Good luck. Godspeed. Don't know how to speak Pick Latin, so you hope I got the gist. Yeah. No. I got it. We could do a Pick Latin 101 if we wanted to. It takes like 5 minutes. Walks in backwards, convinced actually leaving. Ooh, I mean, it's a pretty decent moonwalk, Bob, but unfortunately we're not fooled by the performance. Hey, Dawn. Just designed a dope helmet. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. For a project or just for fun? For a fun project. An art challenge? Yeah, okay, cool. I can get behind that. Sent to the Discord? Yeah, I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look. Nice. Have you tried to do like outfits and stuff before, or is this your first foray? Recently got a challenge of the little and now stuck doing internal audit. Recently got a change of title and raise. Now you're stuck doing internal audit. Ooh. Congratulations on the upgrade though. I miss on an ad break. Don't know if you shared this before, but have this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been 5 months. Good Lord. Thank you, Miss. Look after yourself, bud. Enjoy stream. Enjoy stream. First time doing something like this? Nice, nice, nice. What, were you inspired by something? Like you saw that like there was a cool piece of armor or something you wanted to try and do something similar? First lines go hard though. For two seafarers, captains, Royal Navy, who loved their ships more than their women, as was expected of them. That's... Well, Grog Bucket, I see you're especially buoyant today. Your mast in an excellent state of repair, and the finish on your deck is well, let's just say that I'll have to control myself in your presence. Mwah, mwah, kiss a ship. Mwah, 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 kiss ship. Mwah, mwah. Kiss, 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 ship. Kiss. Stop gaying your ship fantasy, but I'm just going off of the words that you told me. I mean, hey, it sounds like a good book. I'd read it. Trigun released a new episode in dub last night, actually. Watched it, and now you're totally back on the idea that it's not that good. Is it the writing? Is it the way that it's like presented? Enjoy your look, by the way, miss. Is it the way that it's presented? Is it like the storyline? What's throwing you off the enjoyment train? What the challenge was is to take the given image, put it in your own style. Ah, cool. Okay. So you meant very literally like you were given a challenge, right? So I was thinking more that you'd kind of set yourself a challenge, like you'd seen something that inspired you and you're like, I'm going to challenge myself to try this. But it was actually like an art challenge. Yeah, cool. You hate this? I mean, sexy nautical ship kissing. I mean, what? I don't see what that sounds excellent. Shall we meet at the poop deck then? Yeah, sure. What's fantasy book for if it's not a bit gay? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I think it's the writing. Half the new episode was Vash just standing. Yeah, I'm so... Anime's so hit and miss for me for that reason. The pacing is always It's always a gamble. It's always a gamble as to how good or bad the pacing is going to be. Wasn't our challenge? You really happy with how it turned out? Yeah, good. Good. Never share your hobbies again. Oh, no. Sorry. Did I stepped on your confidence. That's on me. That's my apology. Hey Graham, how you doing? Not bad? Yeah, not bad at all. You got double what I rolled before, Graham. You better be happy with that, or else I'm pissed. The helmet is for a demon. Ah, cool. You're struggling with anime recently? Yeah. Some that are so good, and then like the ones people say are overboard. Good, don't work for you at all. Here's the thing. I feel like some anime are just kind of... Maybe this is too judgmental, and like... I'll just say it. Yeah, this is my opinion. Some anime feel like they're very much so just kind of cash grabby, where they go about technically animating what the manga did, but there's like no time, attention, care put into it, in the sense that they're constantly reusing frames, and they'll animate a scene by just having a character like moving at a couple frames a second, just kind of like jittering a couple of images back and forth and stuff. It just feels lazy. Maybe that's judgmental on my part because it's a small animation studio and they're just doing what they can. That's probably part of it, but for me as a consumer of the good at that point in time, I'm tempted to just read it and not to watch it, because like at that point in time, I don't know. But that's a me thing. You got double what? Oh, you got double the roll that I got before, because I rolled an 8 and you rolled a 16. So you should be doubly as good as I am at the moment. For you, Attack on Titan. You hate harems? Yeah. It's just it's a little bit it's some schlocky. It's just, yeah, it feels just kind of like lazy pandery fan servicey. It doesn't feel good to watch. Started watching an anime called Kids Naiva. Your friend recommended it to you. Any good? Totally random, based on nothing. Assume that it would it would be another week or so until I look over the monthly challenge. So I think I'd do that like Tuesday next week or before that. I'll probably aim for Monday next week. So like this time next week is probably the goal, I'd imagine. You can roll for one for me too. No, don't waste it on me. Don't waste it on me. Hi Digi, how you doing? Hot cocoa? Oh, yum. What about the challenge? You got time. You got a week. Here we go. An early birthday present. Wait, your birthday's on Tuesday? Happy birthday for Tuesday. That's awesome. A couple of birthdays, actually. A couple of birthdays coming up. I know of a couple of birthdays, yeah. Might lurk around and go watch a bit more. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Halfway through the first episodes, you're not sure yet. It looks funny though. Okay. You'll roll one with advantage. Oh no, the 6. You broke that. No, there's an internal cooldown on it, Graham. You'll have to wait about 30 seconds. Drown. Oh, dearie dear. Dearie dear. What kind of shaping do I want on this rock? I think something akin to this. Maybe maybe harsher, something like that, just so that it's visually distinct. Something like that. You wait it out? No, it's not broken. It's not broken. It might be 30 seconds. It might be a minute. I can't remember what it's set to. I might have changed it. Fully aware that I had to stop making progress at some point because you do incredible progress in 5 months. Doesn't hurt any less. Struggling recently, going through a total dump of creative depression. Everything looks horribly ugly. I'm experiencing the same thing with this one, but I keep getting told that it's looking great. So, like, no, that makes sense. You're all good. You're all good. Recommendations would be either take a break or try things that are a little less investing. How to word it? You could try doing art stuff that's just like super duper low, not effort, low commitment. Like, just try doing some sketches. Like, have a picture of like a bowl of fruit in front of you and sketch the fruit, or stuff like that. Stuff that's less imagination based to try and take some of the sting out of it. Just sort of broke it today. And to treat yourself, play dress up with one of your OGs. Oh, nice. One of your OCs, yeah. Keep stream going. Oh, no. You'd like to learn how to simplify? Okay. That could be, that's easy enough to engage with without it being too draining. Sorry, I keep stuttering. It's my bad. I get a little bit like this when my brain's a little bit overloaded. I keep catching myself every second sentence. Just did some kebabs in Magma. Nice. Apology not accepted. I'll try apologizing with, like, I don't know. I'll get some sort of showing of conviction. I'll buy you a boat, Katja. I'll buy you a boat. It won't be a good one, but it'll be expensive. I'll be like, here you go. Here is a showing of how sorry I am. Team has changed, really working together quite nicely. Thank you. It's I'm still not happy with it, but thank you for the compliment. How you doing? Kessa? What am I talking about? That's what I'm saying. Why is it always rocks? It's always rocks. As soon as I need to come up with an abstract shape, I overthink it. Maybe something like that instead. Keep laughing at yourself because you always remember this post where someone was explaining Canadian about, and they put an emoji of a shoe and a ship. A boot. That's so good. First time hearing that, actually. That's fantastic. I think that the most that I'd heard about like the whole teasing Canadians about pronunciation is, I think How I Met Your Mother had a little bit of it in it. Robin, I think the character of Robin is Canadian, and they tease her relentlessly about her pronunciation. But the boot emoji is glorious. What do you need to roll to time out Digi? If Digi's okay with it, we can say that it's a difficulty of 18. If Digi's okay with it. I have to look into how timing out works. I don't know what the mechanics of it are. It's not a boot, it's a boat, and people read it as, oh, it's not a shoe, it's a ship. Much of a muchness. Time out his alt account as a warning shot. Oh, not with a 3. That was also a warning. Accept this challenge, but if you fail, you get timed out. Oh, okay. Fields. Are you down to gamble? Let's say that let's give it a similar degree of like efficacy for both sides, okay? All right, gents. We'll have it so that if an 18 is rolled, that means an 18, 19, or 20 times out Digi. Or if a 3 is rolled, so that means a 3, 2, or a 1, then Fields gets timed out. We'll say for like 5 minutes. Let's gamble. Okay. A lot of warnings and threats around here today. I know. So what are the rules? Okay, so Fields, if you roll an 18 or above, you time out Digi for 5 minutes. If you roll a 3 or below, you get timed out for 5 minutes. Cool. Now time to look it up. Which how to time out. Timeout user seconds. Default time is 10 minutes. You can specify duration. Right, so 5 minutes would be 300 seconds. Easy. The spell fails. Yeah, the spell does indeed fail. What if you roll for me? Still didn't roll your second dice. You can roll if you want to. That's just an effed up scissors, paper, rock. I mean, I suppose. World chat piece. 10. Ooh. No. I get timed out. Oh, no. Straight into the pit for me. Throws iPad away. Posted your failure of the day in the Discord. Getting better. No referral to our own work as failures and rubbish and that sort of thing. As much as I'm guilty of that crime, I'll at least try and uphold it for everybody. No bad mouthing ourselves, okay? You call your art what you want, thank you. I call it failure. Wow. The amount of times where I'm told like, oh, you need to name your piece, or you need to title your writing, or whatever. The temptation to be like, I call it trash. You're allowed to fail? You're allowed to fail. Yeah. But just don't be so harsh on yourself, you know? Because it wears away at our self-confidence. You'll take the blow for me? Thank you. Make our vassals duel. Boy, fight for me. Fight for me, boy. Fail forward? Yeah, fail forward is probably the healthiest way. Straight onto your pretty face. I call it subpar. Yeah, exactly. Dropkick's iPad. Not my fault. It's my iPad's fault for not making me better just by having it. Cursed piece of machinery. Opens window, so iPad flies out the window while you're saluting. Another apple bites the dust. Your job here is done. Daslight date keep digipainter. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so looking at a couple of rock shapes, seeing what I want to work with. Light coming in through ambience. I think it's a case of the majority of the rock would be partially lit. Digi-dating simulator? What kind of mechanics do we have in play? Is it a case of like is it just one of those like mini clip-esque, it just starts and you're just static there, like a static image of you, and you just like trial and error throw prompts at you? Or is it a case of like finding a digi, sweet talking a digi, inviting a digi on a date, taking long walks along a beach with a digi? Snap the pencils, boil the paint. Drop the acrylics into the sink. Now we're just exposing the environment to toxins again. Swallowing a razor, chooses. Sugar Sharpie would be tough. Kind of like that drawing game where you draw prompts. Okay. What was it called again? The what was it called? The game back on the Drawn to Life? What was the game back on the Nintendo DS? What was it called? The mascot was the little, like, he was the guy with the red hat on that looked like a weird glove or whatever. And he had his little face in the middle there. And he had let's not do the pencil in that color. That might seem a little bit sus. He had like the big pencil. That was his whole deal. Sonic? No. To draw pictures, if you really like them, status increases. Yeah, okay. This sounds less and less like a dating simulator and more like an art critique. While Ditchy approaches you in the tall grass. Yeah. Draw me an apple. Draw me an apple, damn it. Scribblenauts? Could be Scribblenauts. Yeah. You don't draw in Scribblenauts though. Yeah, but you present imagery, right? So you problem solve with it, but you eventually we kiss. Okay, so eventually becomes sort of like traditional. Yeah, okay, traditional dating sim kind of vibe. If you perform well by the end of this assessment, we shall kiss. Very funny. Because you're working on a game? You guys want to be characters? In a dating game? Absolutely not. Have to be really good at art. You know, I bet high standards. Kind of thinking a tavern dating game. Oh no. If it's a moth killing game, you're still in. That's commitment to the answer. Want to be in the dating game? Also make me undateable. Yeah, no, I'd do that. I'd be an NPC. I'd be an NPC in the dating game, not as like one of the romanceable targets. Game takes about 10 years to complete. I mean, well, because that way you know that you're, compatible with your fellow artist. Be platonic dating. Even still, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable. How do we do? Yeah, good, 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 good. Tired, mentally boomed, a little bit mentally slow today. Heartbreaks at Hearthside. I do like that title. That's fun. Hook the two platonics up with a very asexual dinner. You pass me the salt? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Played Overwatch on the weekend. Just like chill conversation, absolutely nothing to do with any sort of trying to find anything out about each other. Make a thread on Discord for it in the tavern. Yeah, you can. You can. Offer an almond in these trying times. Oh, we don't have that feature yet. I'm good, thank you. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. It might have to be a half stream. Because if my brain gives out, I'm just gonna I'll flatline on stream. I'll do it. I'm crazy. Get in the comments. Get in the comments. I feel like you keep saying that every time. You, but yeah, but like so. I'll speak on everybody's behalf when I say that we love you too, bud. How to draw rock? Why can't I think of rock? Oh God, having to think about things is tough. Gonna crash out. Or whatever the kids say these days. I think crashing out refers to almost like rage cage kind of energy. Dwayne, think Dwayne. Oh, okay. Let's, you know what? I'll do it. Let's draw a rock, shall we? Minute scribble. No. It's part of the painting. It's part of the painting proper. You can reimburse your own points, Billy. May I add some craps maybe. It's less the detailing on it. More I hate the shape. It's more I'm struggling with the silhouette to begin with. Like I can detail a rock. I just don't want to detail this one. You hit rock bottom. You have refunded? Good. Give him a party hat for good measure. Yeah, I can do that. Didn't want to add some crabs there or maybe eggs? Yeah, could do. It's just once I finally, like, I should just sit there messing with silhouettes until I'm happy with just like a vague silhouette, similar to how Digi does his lasso tool, just like, and then start with a silhouette and then go from there. Once I've got the silhouette, then I could develop different bits of it into like crab, egg, fossil, whatever it happens, like mushroom, whatever it happens to be. But the starting silhouette is the thing that I'm struggling with. Sorry, not to be like, no, your advice is bad. It's not bad. It's not bad advice. It's just it's something that I'm gonna have to struggle with for a little bit, or have to come back to tomorrow when I'm not as slug in the brain. It's my artwork. Yeah, no, for sure. But it's not even like it's not like I reject your advice, because it's good advice. It's just not exactly what I'm struggling with. Not quite that. Take this one. Thank you. So generous. I appreciate it. Did I make this frame myself? I did. I'll be looking to change it soon, but yeah, I did originally make it. How you doing, Lanity? Friendly reminder from Harley to take a break. You're not my dad. I can do what I want. Yeah, okay. All right. I'll take a break in a sec. What do we reckon? How's this rock looking? Is it looking good? Is it making a good shape on the landscape? Glance at the stream for 1 second. You jump scared. No, that's on me. I apologize. Entirely my fault. Why can I execute on this when I'm tired and loopy? Why can I execute on this, but I can't execute just drawing a rock? Who's that? It's a rock. You can smell what he's cooking. I know, I can smell it from here. Really be looking at us. I know. Staring us straight in the soul. How you doing, Egg? And then, as was requested, we'll do a little green party hat as well. We'll do a little green party hat. Can you smell what I've baked for my birthday? It's a cheesecake. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll add some shading on this side. Lovely, lovely. You made a cheesecake for your birthday for real? Nice, nice. You did say that you were making birthday decorations, Shampoo, but it didn't quite stick. When is the celebration? It's not today, is it? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. My landscape is complete. I've got a little rock now. It was Saturday? It was on the weekend. Happy birthday for Saturday. Happy birthday for Saturday. Stealing his content. Well, so it doesn't go to waste, Fields. If you want this image of the rock, let me know, okay? I'll send it straight through to you. But in the meantime, vanish to the void. Vanish to the void. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna step away for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna do some stretches. Gonna grab water. I recommend that you do the same. If you've been sat or if you've been lying down for the past hour, get up, move around a little bit. You'll feel better for it. I promise. Thank you, Lan. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the. I can't think today. I'm so sorry. Welcome to the Tavern. I hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, I'm a mess. I'll step away. I'll run 3 minutes of ads so that we don't have to deal with ads for the next hour. I'll be back soon. Yabby. Hi. Sleepy streamer, yeah. It's less a sleepy streamer and more head fog streamer. Having to like think through a filter, which is making it really, really difficult. Welcome back. How'd we go? Wiener? It's every couple of days Fields rediscovers the word wiener. Yes, and I did like that can be taken in two different ways, Fields. That can be taken as yes, and do you have a problem with that? But it can also be taken as reprimanding me for not engaging in the first rule of improv, which is which is taking a concept and running with it. Yep. So it could be that, or it can also be, Molly, yes, and. Come on. Don't leave me high and dry like this. Actually, yeah. I used to be awful. I used to be an awful human being. I used to actually constantly. How did my parents deal with me? I don't understand. But I've since learned that people don't actually enjoy being corrected on things. It's not fun. You sting a missile egg. Oh, good lord. All the king's horsemen and all the king's men. Oh, no, not with a 7. That's tough. Although, egg, you respect the individual who steps towards the stinger missile, like confidently proclaiming that they're going to parry the missile. Regardless of the outcome, you respect that person. Like, oh my God, so brave. It's so brave. Throws wet sponge. Oh, with a 10. Oh, can I deflect the 10? Ah! I catch the sponge? Is that how that works? Because I didn't deflect it and I didn't not deflect it. I catch it in my teeth. all sexy like. Having a good start to the week. Yeah, just doing okay. Doing okay. Things are going to be hectic for the next fortnight for me, but like good hectic, but also it means that I'm going to be a little bit out of it for the next fortnight, next couple of weeks. Here's John Ultrakill. I know. You have pizza? Nice. Yum. Delicious sponge. Have to roll for seduction. Well, just assume it's a natural 20 every time. Seduce the sponge. True. Hi Crow, how you doing? Welcome. How does it work? Sponge elemental? I mean, it makes sense because sponges are a thing in nature. It's just the thought of a golem made out of sponges is a very funny thing to me. It's a very funny concept. Okay, how do I want to go about doing this? I think I want to establish like a shadowy area in the foreground. But I want to be distinct with it so it's not just like vague vibes. Do we have advantage rolls in our character sheets? It's generally flat rolls. It's generally flat rolls. So whatever the dice says. Wouldn't it absorb your damage? Well, I suppose it depends on what kind of damage you're talking. I guess fire on the dry sea sponge elemental. Goes up like a light. Oh, close. Exclamation mark D20. Oh, not with a 6. If it's already absorbed water, I think it can absorb more. Oh, no, that's a good point, actually. That is a good point. Sponge elementals would be incredibly particular. You'd have some instances where the sponge has too much water in it, therefore it can't absorb any more of your water attacks, so it starts taking damage. But then also, because it's got water in it, your fire attacks will be kind of neutralized a little bit. I'd be turned to water vapor steam. Because that's how that works. Be interesting. Refuse to be a part of the violent... refuse to be a part of the violent end of that sponge. Don't bring you to... Oh, sorry. Yes, fire. Yeah, no, that's on me. That's on me. Need to be careful with my language. Minus 20 Riz. Oh, that'd be tough. That'd be tough. The thought of rolling poorly on a charisma check and then just becoming just awful at public communication seems actually quite appropriate to me. Now that I think about it. Speaking of rolling and making checks, your gosh, D&D was full on this weekend. Good session, yeah, but like intense. I'm excited to see what you guys do next session because like these are gonna have big ripple effects. Big ripple effects. What does a sponge crit look like? As in critting the sponge or getting crit by a sponge? If you hug it extra, we'll lose some weight, but also gain mobility. The most technically complex creature in the entire game, a sponge. Let you in? Sorry, bud. Sorry. The train has left the station. Sponge crit you? Well, so again, it would kind of depend on the state of the sponge. If it's full of liquid, then it would be like a big, like, wet towel slap across the face or something, I'd imagine. Whereas dry sponge, I don't know, maybe like a Kung Fu Panda style, get launched? not you at work during your lunch break doing research into wild shape forms, daydreaming which would be better in different situations. Well, that's how I know you're having a good time. Watch you go in dumbfounded and seemingly completely unprepared. I mean, to be fair, like the situation is quite hectic. It's to be expected. A wet sponge that gets a crit against you. Yeah, it'd be awful, right? Pardon me. Recording your session. And your husband found a way to transcribe all the sessions into the summary. Hey, nice. Maybe you'll translate summary and share. Yeah. The what layer are you? Oh, there we go. Obsessed with that weeping willow, so pretty. Yeah, it's it'll get even prettier once I spend a bit of time actually fixing it up a little bit. The thing that I'm struggling with at the moment is the foreground a little bit now. What I'm wanting to do, I should articulate my thoughts so that they're not just kind of rapidly swirling around my head. What I'm trying to figure out now is I want the foreground to kind of almost be like a shaded spot, so that way you're kind of looking out to where there's illumination here. So I need to figure out how that works without ruining the feeling of the piece. Because if I just go through and I go, all of this is dark, all of this is dark, all of this is dark. If I just go and do that, oh, actually, now that I do that, that actually doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad, actually. Maybe that's the play. Maybe I was overthinking it. Where the rock's head was, make that part of the beach shadowed. Here. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, that could work. It gives the feeling of shadow progression without it being just like the whole beachfront blocked out. Yeah. Looks good with the dark. Agreed. I always fear like blocking out bits like that, because you lose a little bit of what's being depicted. But I need to get over that, because that's part of my problem, is that I don't commit to rendering things the way that they should be. I keep wanting to preserve detail. The roof above isn't casting light. Yeah. These are kind of like, these are shadows on an overcast day type deal, where maybe you have like the sun piercing through the clouds a bit and you've got some stronger shadowy elements, but it's not like summertime sunshine, right? Where you've got really distinct light sections and really distinct dark sections. It's kind of all just moody is what I'm going for. So hopefully we can pull that off. I'm going to duplicate the fungus layer just in case. That way we're not being too destructive. So if I want to revert, I can. I have the option. I keep telling other people that that's something that they should do. So I should follow through with my own advice and do it myself. Or I can preserve elements that I don't want to necessarily lose. Instead of repainting, why not just adjust the brightness contrast? Because I hate the process. Having a great time gift wrapping this candle for the town. I did remember that you have that quest. More specifically, just to articulate again my thoughts, it's just that I hate the process of like using filters and stuff, and more I feel like it's a cop-out. It's almost like I've painted it incorrectly and I'm tweaking it to make myself correct, but I'm not correct. So I want to go through and I want to paint it correctly because I want to have painted it correctly to begin with. Does that make sense? So if I go through and paint it, I'm kind of teaching myself what I should be doing the first time without having to go back and correct it. It's not the fastest method, but I feel like I internalize it more this way instead of just like correcting on the fly. That way it doesn't actually sink in. I need to learn my lessons. Hi Noel, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Great modifier for quests. It's fun, isn't it? Doing well? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I saw the how-to posted in the Discord before. I haven't had a chance today to have a look at it yet, but I have seen that you have posted it. An 8? Yes! Sorry. Somebody else rolled an 8. Yes! Join me, Noel, and your journey to the dark side will be complete. Wait, no. Frick. I combined two quotes. Wait. Take your 8, strike me down, and your journey to the dark side will be complete. Sure, something like that. I just love the idea of like approaching strangers on the street and just be like, strike me down. Because I'm so freaking melodramatic. Miz is live, correct. Hi, welcome in. You were, not anymore. There you go. Boom. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt my transition to my big like just chatting screen because Mahali's kind of sleepy dopey at the moment, so I probably don't want my big face up on the screen. But I hope your stream was good, Miss. I hope you had a good time. Doom the Dark Ages? You haven't finished the new Resident Evil yet, have you? It didn't seem like you were. I mean, you were. Maybe. You did? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, like, the facility that you were in kind of seemed like you were getting big answers, but it felt more like halfway through the game more so than. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Congratulations on finishing. That's awesome. That's awesome. He did, and you missed most of it. Well, Snow, because of all of our cyberbullying on the internet a couple of months ago, you'll be able to access Mrs. VODs afterwards, and you'll be able to check to see what happened. Thank you. Thank you for making the change, Ms. Relentless bullying. Relentless bullying. You do have them labeled parts 1 to 4. Hey, nice. There you go. So you even have like a Let's Play format as well set out for you. We do have the VOD. Ms. If you've got any work that you would like to share, I would love to see, first of all. And second of all, if you have to look after yourself post-stream, I strongly recommend that you do so at Magical Staff Point. That's right. I'm threatening you. I'm threatening you. The threat. If you have to look after yourself, please do. But otherwise, welcome in, everyone. Love that very much. Yeah. Means that we can go back and, like, if we miss little bits, we can go catch up. Rather basic explainer. So you're hopefully going to do a more detailed one where you actually talk and not just use text. The basic explainer might be enough. I'll let you know after I've given it a watch. Is that set to auto transition on raids? No, it's not. I just did it and then immediately regretted it. But yeah, if you've seen what I've been working on for the past long time, I'm still working on it. So the Tavern will be a project in the works for a while, I feel, because I want it to be as perfect as I'm capable of at the moment, and that perfection takes a long while. You have a quickie you can check? Yeah, yes please. Just a warning ahead of time. It's probably going to be a half stream tonight, just because my brain is so mush. My brain is so mush. I can feel myself trying to think through a filter, and it's incredibly frustrating because I want to just be able to talk, and talking is difficult. I have to pass every word, and it's knocking me around, to be entirely honest. Good art takes time. Yeah, that's the thing. I've gotten to a point where I understand, like, it'll mean that streams will be a little less populated, understandably so, because it's a little bit boring to see the same thing over and over. But I've pushed all of that aside and have just decided I'm just gonna make it look good. I'm just gonna make it look good. Don't think about it. Brain off. It does have a bit of blood in it. Yeah, sure. I'll check it up on the other screen just to double check before I put it on the big one. You find it fun to see the progress? I get super self-conscious about it because the majority of the time is spent me just thinking about what I want to do, and I don't make like big substantial changes to it each time. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. It's not too graphic. Hiya! Ah, no, my windows. Obey thy flesh. Glorious. love, 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 love the restraint. Love, 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 love the restraint. The selection of color is simple and effective, and it's punchy. I like it. I like it a lot. Everybody knows Miz already. Everybody knows Miz already. But if you somehow don't, please go drop a follow. Please go drop a follow. Check out this stuff. Very good. They're very good. Very, 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 very good at what they do. A lot of like horror, Lovecraftian, eldritch kind of imagery, as well as just some like just on the creepier side of things in general, but then also horror games as well, so you've got a bit of variety there. It's fun. It's a fun time over at Miz's. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's not just about whether it's good enough, if you don't understand how you did it, but also about you wanting to get better at making stuff of that kind. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Like a more readable how to. Yeah, makes sense. Be playing a very non-horror game tomorrow? What a twist. What are you going to be playing? Demon Tides? How is a game with the name Demon Tides not horror? I haven't heard of it before, so I can't confirm or deny that it is a horror game or not. You promise it's not? Okay, let's. You know what? That I wouldn't get distracted, but my brain is mush anyway. Demon Tides. Oh yeah, no, it's super not. What? I was thinking like Demon Souls. No, absolutely. It's super poppy. That's fun. Reminds me of the visuals of Small Town Hero, actually. The game done by Game Freak and Toby Fox. Like similar vibe to that. Sometimes demons can be friends. Yeah, well, I suppose so. It's just, I don't know. Demon Tide. I don't know, like Demon Souls crossed with Vermintide or Dark Tide, that kind of like marriage of language. Gave you Spyro vibes at the gameplay, so you figured you'd try it? Yeah, no, hey, if it's a good game, it's a good game. Love that it's called that, not about tide waves of demons. If somebody were to, like, I don't know, slingshot to my head, slingshot to my crotch, I suppose. If somebody were to be like, Bahali, tell me, what is this game about just based off of the name? I'd immediately go horror. I'd immediately go off horror. You know nothing about it? Thought it was horror too? It looks cute. It does look cute, yeah. Miz, if you have to grab food, please go. Not to harass you, but like, go eat. Quest complete. Happy birthday, Justin. It might be. I think that's the exact wording on the quest is, it might be his birthday, just in case. Gift wrap it. Kind of open world from what you can tell. Kind of cute, kind of platformy. Yeah, so like a like Spyro, Banjo, ukulele, that kind of, yeah. That kind of vibe. Yeah. I get you. Water seems to be the theme. Hence tide. Yeah, okay. No, I can see that. Watch anything you play. That's the thing, is like, as much fun as I do have watching you play horror stuff, Miz, to be honest, it's the vibes that God, brain, please work with me, please. Kickstart. Okay. It's the vibes that are abound during the gameplay that are fun to just sit in. So please don't feel like you have to play horror stuff if you want to try other stuff. You want to change something? Oh, please, by all means. You're not a big horror fan? You're just like hanging out with Miz? Yeah. Agreed. Hang out with the friend. Activity is the excuse. Yep. Yep. 110%. Stop. We will not. Do what you gotta do, Digi. There's like, if there are things that you want to alter, it's your quest. Just how you don't like art, but you enjoy hanging out with it. Yeah, exactly the same. Fire, exactly the same. Yeah, same way that I'm allergic to textiles, and I still hang out in your chat. It's the same. It's the same. Just had to soften an edge. No, fair. Digi, I do it all the time. I'll finish a piece. I'll sign off on it. I'll literally have my signature down in the bottom left-hand corner or whatever. I'll then move it to Discord so that I can post it on my socials, and I'll see it in that little preview window and immediately be like, oh God, that edge looks wrong. Jump back into the file, mess with some things, post it again, see another thing stand out, rinse, repeat. It's awful. You feel that in your soul? I don't know what it is. I look forward to the day when I can't tell where all my mistakes are anymore. Where I look at a piece and I go, I feel awful at the fact that I can't see any way to improve. But today is not that day. Sent out a request from a friend of yours a few days ago. Realized there was a color issue in it, a part of immediately after you said that. Yep. It's the worst when it's a commission. It's the worst when it's a commission and you send it off and you just sit there biting on your knuckle like, I hate it. But your client has sat there saying like, I love it. It's great. I love this piece of work. And you just have to kind of sit on it. You just have to be like, sure, okay. Well, if they love it, then like, there's nothing I can say. There will come a time where I don't hate my work. And I look forward to that promised land. Hating the art, want to pull a Mulan with the cup of tea. Yeah, exactly, literally. I then every time I finish with a piece of artwork, I do actually go like singing in my parents' estate. We've got this lovely section of land that has like a little river section with a little red like Chinese bridge, and we've got like a shrine to like our old Greek ancestors, and I'll actually go into that shrine and I'll be like, why won't my painting show what I have in my head? And then I just it's tear jerking every time. I collapse to my knees. It's a whole like emotional outpour every single time. The most frustrating thing is that it's the same lyrics every time. Like there's no feeling of self-progression because I feel like I'm just singing the same song over and over and over again. Can I just have that back? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Can I just pinch the piece of artwork back for a second? Let me scroll up a couple of things. You may actually start a social media to archive them in. Yeah. You'll have to like be selective with what you choose in terms of what you're prioritizing. There are some platforms that prioritize like artist control, so that like there's no what's the word? Scalping? No, scalping is for like taking stuff. There's no like grabbing things for AI processing. There are some social medias like that. There are other social medias that have more outreach, but then are just like a little bit scummier in that regard. So yeah, there will come a time where you must make a decision. Scraping was close. Picturing the matchmaker about to sip the cricket tea and her panicking, but it's the person you... Right, of course. Yeah. Like grabbing the artwork out of it. Yep. You can't drink that painting that I've just done for you. It's not finished. That'd be tattoos. Free for anyone to use in whatever way they see fit. Okay. Well, then it would be easier to pick then. Doesn't matter much for you. Yeah. Okay. Thinking Pinterest maybe? Yeah, could do. Pinterest has less community aspect to it is the only thing. So if you want to be like, I don't know, meeting people, getting to like chatting with different people and stuff, Pinterest is probably not the best way to go about it. There'd be other platforms that you'd maybe consider. But at the end of the day, final call is yours to make. At the end of the day, final call is yours to make. You do not do people. Pinterest is brilliant then. And that's not true, Miz. You put up with me all the time. You say that as a Twitch stream? Yeah, exactly. But I'm wonderful. No, you're breathtaking. Feel that wholeheartedly. People is tough. I had an entire day of people today, and you can see what kind of state it's put me in. So if anyone can empathize, it's yours truly. Get loved, nerd. Right back at you. You feel so bad. You bully and regret. You bully? Bully in what way? I have not seen a snow bully session. Snow bullies you? I mean... But is it like true bullying, or is it kind of like, I don't know, like sibling energy, you know, like teasing and stuff? Every stream. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll have to get into contact with the internet police on that one, I think. If I see a crime such as chat bullying, I can't sit quiet. You cry nightly from it. That's it. Judge Dredd. Pulling in the big guns. No regrets making them a mod. You get a gift sub to Toto's. Just a menace with it. Need to ask the most irrelevant questions. What is your favorite color? What is the flight path of an African swallow in motion with a coconut? Such a kitty, man. Yeah, vil jo være vigs. Ven vil jo være vigs. Will there be raccoons and will they get up? That was so funny. To be fair though, Miz, you understand that you were the villain in that instance. Hunting those poor defenseless digital raccoons. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? That's right. That's what it is. Devs fix it. Yep. Quite frankly, unacceptable. You calling out on this? Okay. We were just talking about it before, did you? That you got to make a call at some point. Good job. Your gift to Justin is posted. Does he like it? He loves it. Aren't the collectibles just round raccoons that Leon can gently embrace? Yeah, exactly. Why aren't they just like raccoon collectibles, like pop vinyls or something? I love the gift wrapping. I love the gift wrapping with the sellotape and everything. That is glorious. I wonder what it is. With the wick sticking out the top. Beautiful. Hope this gets to you just in time. There you go. A gift to you, Justin. Wonderful. Absolutely glorious. Wonder what it is. I know. Absolute mystery. The tape's so good. The tape is so good. The texture that I know. Like damn, yeah. Well, actually, that's a good point. If you liked Digi's work on that, one of two things. One, you should head into the Discord, into the quest hand-in section, and give it a big, like, a big smooch and a big love heart for how good of a picture it is. And two, you should check out some of Digi's work. You should check out some of Digi's other work. It's pretty good. Like, not going to lie and stuff. Pretty amazing work. Silence the streamer. Not with a 3. You're a little jelly. I know. I think we've all come to the consensus that Digi is magic at this point. Rules are rules. Yeah. The creases and folds. Yep. Digi's a wonder substance, actually. Can cure the common cold, fixes headaches, mends broken bones, can do armor textures, cloth textures, hair, lighting, the whole shebang. Get it for the low cost of absolutely free. It's not true. Digi is a commissioned artist, as he likes to say. Makes me laugh every time. Digi's art is incredible. So many talented people in this. I know, so many talented. Speaking of quests recently handed in, Josh, your animation was so good. I was immediately in love with the dungeon keeper. Just like absolute like all of the charm of like the early 3D Transformers shows and stuff, with the movement almost stop motiony. I loved it. So good. So good. It's all true, of course. The commissions you made, you receive them. You do. You're watching it now. It's so good, right? Yeah. I say no lies. I tell no lies. I'm incapable. I don't have it in me. I don't have the lying gene. Trying to keep it really low poly. Yeah, it came across as intentional. It wasn't like earnest. How to explain? It wasn't like I earnestly did this as smooth as I could, and it came out janky. It came out as like earnestly like janky and what's the word? Words are difficult. It harkens back to it harkens back to like Nightmare Before Christmas, harkens back to like Coraline. It harkens back to that kind of visual is what I took from it personally. In the same way that stop motion could be cleaned up and super smooth, but they intentionally keep it a little bit more textured for just like that interesting movement, and it adds like character and vibe to it. Nailed it. It's giving Urukai being armored up. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Need more of those in the tavern. Josh, I won't pressure you. But if you do want to share some of your other, animations that you've done in the past, I personally would love to see. But if you're not comfortable with it, that's cool too. That's all good. Like, don't feel pressured. Ooh, puppies. Of course, did you? Of course. I'm imagining with that you slam your staff into the marble flooring and like a big ripple flies out and everything goes deathly quiet in a showing of your of your unimaginable power. You cast disintegration. Loving all the love. It's fun. It's fun. Ooh. Absolutely parried. Don't mind sharing. Still learning a lot about animation, but you upload to YouTube and have done some in Nina's Discord where she put the animation stuff. Well, you can post your YouTube channel in the self-promo if you want to, and then share your art. It's probably a good spot to put the videos if you want. Dodged. Hi Skull, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Not been here forever. Hi Sherry, how you doing? Happy March. Question about the quests? Yeah, shoot. Oh no. It's tough. It's tough. It's a good time in the pit though. It's a good time in the pit. You'll enjoy yourself. Do they pop up at random or is it something that I activate? For full transparency, it is something that I activate at the moment, but I am working on making it random. It's just not been a high priority. It's not been a high priority. You have such admiration for animation, it's so hard. Yeah. Immediately snapped up. Immediately snapped up. Did you? As you see the parchment fly in through the window, you actually grab it mid-flight before it makes its way to the wall. You unfurl it to read. 2 kobolds in a trench coat are wanting a creature to use as a mount. Oh God. How would what this is for you to know and for me to find out. 2 kobolds in a trench coat are wanting a creature to mount. Choose at least one challenge. Style, gothic. Oh, what is this? Style, gothic, dramatic, think vampires. Technique, ant's eye view. Detail, include a background. This is such a sorry, I should not influence you with how I feel about the quest. I'm neutral. I'm a raindrop. I'm simply a part of the background. Digi, what do you think? Does this sound like an interesting quest that you'd like to embark on? You don't want the quest, but you examine it for possible clues for your case file. Oh, not with an 11, unfortunately. You scan it for like fingerprints or any like ink smudges, tears, any sense of like, this has been through this kind of weather, or this has been kind of through this kind of environment. You don't really pick up on anything, unfortunately. Nice try though. The ant's eye view, it's got a bit, yeah, I know, right? Okay. You release the parchment, as you say, and it goes back up on the wall. You really want to do an art quest now? Well, it is available for snagging if somebody wants to run in and grab it. It is available. It is on the wall. The creature is also kobold in it. No, it's literally the donkey with like one kobold for the head, the other donkey for the other kobold for the backside. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. A very poorly done costume, or it wouldn't work. Yeah. No, you have to be able to tell immediately that it's like half falling off, and you're seeing like gaps in the connection where you can see the different creatures and stuff. Maybe you've got like a hand sticking out to grab a costume component. Or patch. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. This quest does not speak to you. You just want to give others an opportunity to take it first. This quest does speak to you. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, if somebody wants to run in and grab it, they absolutely can. But if nobody does, then Digi, it's available. Take it. It is Digi's wishes to give it a little bit of time first. You're so behind and all you want to do is draw this now. If it's going to overwhelm you, if it's like another thing on the pile and it's going to add to your stress, I wouldn't do it. Ms. Okay. You walk up to the parchment that Digi was having a look at. And it reads as it did before. What's the time frame? The time frame is infinite. I prefer that you set a time frame for yourself. That way it doesn't go infinitely and it just becomes almost like a thing in the back of your head, like, I haven't finished the quest, because that can, like, it can make you uncomfortable. And then even though Ms is taking it now, you can absolutely work to the prompt as well if you want to. It's just Ms will be the only one who gets the signed parchment and have it submitted to the that quest hand-in channel. You're going to set your drawing setup back. Hopefully your computer doesn't crash every 5 seconds. Was that what was happening before? Technique with the ant's eye view? Okay. You consider it for a moment, Ms, and then you declare ant's eye view, actually. As soon as you utter these words, the quill springs to life, scrawls your name across the parchment, and seals the contract. Good luck. You've got this. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be so freaking cool. But yeah, was your drawing software crashing all the time before, Jerry? You might try, because the idea in your head is a lot of fun. That'll be a while. That's fine. If anything, Snow, what you could totally do is you could add it to almost like a list of ideas. I've got a list on my phone of just like ideas that have come to me, and then whenever I've got a pocket of time where I'm not working on an illustration, I can address that list and be like, oh, what's something on this list that I can pursue? That way you're not starting it and it's not like a lingering pressure. It's an option that you can select it at a whim if you want to. Is this going to be good? Yeah. You have an ideas file? Perfect. If you want the exact wording of it, it's in the Discord in the quest logs channel underneath hand-ins. you'll be able to check the piece of parchment. You'll be able to see the exact wording on it if you want. Use Critter on computer, but you have a really bad computer, so you're using an iPad with Procreate. Okay. It's an old Red Dragon laptop from like 2020. Just don't have the funds to upgrade. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. But to struggle with Critter, I wouldn't have thought that Critter was a particularly demanding piece of software. Well, hopefully it doesn't struggle. Hopefully it doesn't struggle. What did you find was the difference between Critter and Procreate? Is it just the fact that like with a computer you've got like a bigger setup and it feels more sturdy, whereas like with the iPad maybe it's a little bit more difficult to get into a serious mindset or something? I don't know. I think that's what I would struggle with if it was just a tablet. I'd be so tempted to just like sit on the couch and not commit to pieces as much. But that's a me thing. Already screenshotted. Perfect. Perfect. So fast for the screenshots for ideas because you have the worst memory. That's the thing. That's the thing that I struggle with is struggle to remember whenever I've had like a eureka moment. So I either take a screenshot, I write it in my notes, or I've got a pure ref file on my computer that just has like a bunch of inspiring imagery that I've picked up along the way. Texture of the actual drawing feel. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. My pads are incredibly smooth. Welcome back, Squid. How you doing? Been drawing Magma a lot. No, not why it feels so good for you, but seem to enjoy yourself more in it. Could be due to not having as many tools readily available. Yeah, so it kind of forces you to just like mess with the basics. Yeah, no, that's fair. I did enjoy that aspect of drawing in Microsoft Paint back in the day. The fact that it was very much so just like, you've got a paintbrush. Glass is not exactly as comfortable for you to draw on. Your tablet feels more like traditional. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Especially if it's like the plastic surface with a bit more grip. Your brother borrowed your iPad for a bit. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Limitations breed creativity. Yeah, can do. It kind of goes both ways though, in the sense that additional options also inspire creativity as well. So I wouldn't limit myself just like all the time if you did want to play with additional tools. The little bucket always finding that one space and ruining your pick. The fill bucket. Yeah. Yep. The one gap. The one gap. It's funny though, because on the shared canvases, without fail, every week somebody will fill bucket, and as you say, miss like one pixel, and it'll fill the entire canvas for a split second. It's very funny. It's very funny every time. You must away now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you, bud. Thank you. I'm probably going to be wrapping up now anyway. My brain's giving out. I can feel the steam escaping my ears. We're crashing. If all you've got is a round brush, really need to learn what you can do with it. Yeah. Yep. You love and hate the fill bucket. Good night, Miz. Sleep well, bud. Rest up. Hi Noctua, how you doing? I'm so sorry Noctua, but I'm gonna be wrapping up early tonight. Please understand it's not me going, Noctua, I gotta get out of here. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Short stream today? Yeah, my brain's my brain is actively shutting down. I'm feeling it grinding to a halt. I'm unable to think thoughts. Hi Politzer, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome. I rolls for the industry. I know. Gotta take care of myself. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit rough for the next couple of weeks because moving time has started. Like settlement of contract and everything has happened. today. So it's all going ahead. Painting is going to happen sometime this week, I hope, either this week or next week, and it's all going to be in motion. So I'm going to be kind of wrecked for a little while. Best of luck. Yeah, I'll need it. Thank you. You're back up, with the 17. It's exciting. It is. It's exciting, but also kind of terrifying because it means that I'm going to be in limbo for a little while. I'm going to be in limbo for a little while. But it's one of those things where It's one of those things where even though it'll be uncomfortable initially, here I'll right. I'll draw it because I can't articulate it. So here's our current trajectory. We're doing well. We're feeling good. There's going to be a dip. Actually, closer to this. Like we're doing well. We're kind of plateauing out a little bit. There's going to be a dip, but then we're going to reach like a higher height with our new setup, right? Because like it's my own place. I'll be able to set up the way that I want. I'll have like light. I'll actually be able to hang things on my walls. I've got like 2 pictures on my walls currently because I haven't felt comfortable like asking about putting in more pictures and stuff. I'll be able to, like I've got a side of my room that just has a whole bunch of like artist prints that I've bought across the last like 4 or 5 years that I'd love to put up on my walls that I just haven't. But I'll have the option that I just, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll reach new heights. Paint a silly little guy on one of the walls for joy. Yeah. Like this one. Yeah. Similar. You know what? I totally could. I could put a Dwayne. I could put a Dwayne on my wall. It's a little Dwayne. Less embarrassed. Start hitting those epic dance moves. Yeah, exactly. Because I'll have the studio lighting and everything with the disco ball. I'll press a button, disco ball will descend from the ceiling and everything. Yeah. Recommend having a friend help me. Yeah, I'll see. I might kidnap one of my friends to head to IKEA to come select furniture with me. Yoink. Please install that into my stream room or something. God, no. Could you imagine how expensive it would be to install a descending disco ball into a little stream room? That'll be on the bucket list. Okay, did you? Squid. It'll be down the line. Once we're super famous, we'll get there. Be a disco dance floor, no longer a rant board. Yeah, perhaps that'll get a facelift too. Perhaps that'll get a facelift as well. In terms of this piece, God, I hardly touched it. It's not true. Like the mushroom up the top is looking better. I'm liking how dark it is here. This rock I still need to figure out exactly what I want to do with it. I'm not liking this one over on the right. So I need to decide exactly what I'm doing with it. Then once I've decided, I feel like we'll be in for the final dash, I think, because add in that extra bit of shading on that corner there. It'll feel the way that I want it to, and then it's just a case of render until it's exploded. Your one friend helped you put all the art before they moved out. Needed the bigger room for streaming. It's been 3 years. Only have like the few smaller walls with the arts. Have so much. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I don't think I have enough walls here to be able to hang all the art that I have at the moment, and I want to be able to buy more as well. But since it'll just be me in the new place, I'll be able to make all of my executive decisions. So I can be like, all of my walls absolutely smattered with artwork. Is the call? Is the play? Anyway. Again, apologies for the half stream tonight. But brain has become slurry, so I think it's better to call it early instead of just doing a long stream for the sake of doing a long stream. I hope everybody's had a wonderful start to their week. In terms of things for this week and upcoming. 1, Sunday. This Sunday, we're going to have a Hearthside. Basically, what this means is we all jump into Discord voice chat for a couple of hours. We hang out and we do art stuff, have fun. So that'll be this Sunday. I'll have the details for that up sometime tomorrow. So if you want the specifics on how that works, keep your eyes peeled on the Discord for all the deets. The second thing is the monthly art fair for last month, Fey Brewery, is coming to an end next Monday. So next Monday, so this time next week, I'll be doing my unwrapping of all of the spoilered images and having a look at them for the first time, and I'll have that all recorded on stream, which will be fun. So if you want to get a piece in for that, you've got another week to do so. I'm going to be trying to get mine done on Sunday, so I've got a little bit of time left to go. And I believe that's everything. Otherwise, should be a regular stream week this week. I'll let you guys know if something comes up with the moving and I have to cancel streams and stuff, but I don't anticipate that being until next week. So I'll keep you posted. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hope you had fun. Have an excellent rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. Look after yourselves. I'll see you later. Bye.